full ahead too. There, you gotta get that to the
No, I just make it too high.
There you go. Get her set. I'll get it started. Yeah?
Yep.
There she goes.
Turn it off? Hello folks, and welcome to my boring vlog. My name is Bethany, and about 2 years ago, my man, our daughter, and myself left our comfortable and established lifestyle in Ontario, Canada, for a life we always chatted about during morning coffee, fast-tracking our retirement plans, chasing our dreams, and risking our future. In the race against old age, we purchased 7 unseen acres in the wilderness of Cape Breton Island in Nova Scotia. We downsized everything we owned, loaded up a trailer, our dog, 2 cats, an ATV, and hauled them to our new land. We knew for sure that our life was about to make a drastic change, but what we didn't know was that we were relocating to the most gorgeous place we've ever seen. We took a chance and it was worth it. Join us as we navigate through our new RV lifestyle, our new climate, new landscape, new wildlife, building a world we dreamed of in a place only seen in postcards from the ground up. Thanks for visiting, and subscribe to my channel if you would enjoy the content of a 40-something gal running away into the woods with her family. Well, friends, here we are, back to our humble beginnings where we have to manually collect water for our holding tank. It is unfortunate that our water line froze across the road because our system was really spoiling us. Not having to collect water for almost 10 months, that's pretty incredible. So we're not really complaining to have to do this. In fact, it's even a better system this year than it was at the very beginning when we had to use a trailer with the truck. As you can see, it's fairly painless collecting the water. We just fill it up from the river and then gravity feed it into our holding tank. It's actually just more time consuming than anything. So once the water starts flowing in here, we just sort of walk away from it and wait till it fills up. And to give you some context, 1 tier of this tank is about 3 RV tanks of water. So we can do quite a bit with that holding tank. Yeah, it's way easier with just one hose too, hey? Little shout out to Dan and Ruth. We miss you. Wish you were here to have some fun in the snow with us. Come back soon. Good morning. It's Monday. It's my day off. There's nobody home to distract me today. Daughter's off to school, man friend went to work. And I need to start learning how to make sourdough baked goods in the Dutch oven on the wood stove. Our Dutch oven is huge. It does not fit properly inside the wood stove, so I'm going to attempt to make maybe like some buns or like rolls, baking it on top of the wood stove. So I need to feed Stan this morning. That's how much I have of starter. So I'm going to discard half of this into my discard jar, and I'm probably going to do something with that today too. So I'm on my second pot of coffee. I have my book here. I thought about doing some cinnamon rolls too in the Dutch oven. What I'm trying to do is avoid using, I just don't want to use the oven here inside the RV because it uses propane. And during this month, specifically February, I don't want to overdo the propane because we need it for our furnace. The little heaters that we have in here, the electric heaters, they click on and off just ever so, just to keep things from like freezing up. But they'll click on for a little moment, like, you know, less than a minute or a minute, and then that'll click off. And then the furnace will kick on. We keep it at 18. It's not super warm in here. We don't hang out in here all day. We use it for sleeping and for the pets. And obviously we have food and stuff in here. We do have a life in this RV. So I'm trying not to use the oven or the stove as much as possible in the RV. We can, I just don't want to. So I could bake everything in this oven, which is a very small RV oven. Or I can just try to use this big Dutch oven. I bought my hubby many years ago. I think it was for his, I don't know, it was for one of his birthdays, I think. I got a big cast iron, well, I'll show it to you. It's a Lodge Dutch oven, meant for campfires and things like that. It's been seasoned. We use the lid all the time to fry up bacon, and we fry everything on that lid. But we've not ever used the big pot part very much. And I know there's a way that I can bake bread in it. People do all the time. I've just started watching some YouTube videos on it. So I know it's possible. I just don't know how well it's going to turn out. But you never know until you try. Can't do anything until I feed this guy. So we're going to do that right now. I'm going to discard about half. I'd like to have a couple cups of active starter, so that's about half. With the discard, I'm going to make some flatbreads today. That way I can actually do them today because we're out of bread and I don't want to go buy any. I just want to make as much as I can. It's very time consuming though, and I do work, and we do have a small family, and we do have things going on and chores, and it's winter and we're shoveling and everything, and it's hard to squeeze in baking. Especially when things, oh, the furnace just kicked on. Especially when things have to proof overnight. I'm still working out timing, you know. So I have about, discard goes to about there. I have like, you know, a cup and a half of discard. So I can make some flatbreads with this. Basically just have to add, you know, some flour and mix it into a dough and just fry it up. So I can put some herbs in there. I can do some cheesy, herby flatbreads maybe. We'll do that today, and then tomorrow when this dough is proofed, I can bake the buns. I like to get all the bits that are on the side of the jar, scrape it all in there, stir it up a bit. There's about, I don't know, half a cup-ish, half a cup of starter, so I need a half a cup of water and a half a cup of flour. And it's filtered room temperature water. Then I stir it up and make sure that it's kind of like a pancake consistency, and you want to make sure every bit of the flour is incorporated. It can be a little bit runnier than a pancake batter, but I kind of aim for that and then I adjust. So it looks like I'm bang on perfect. It was about a half a cup water, half a cup flour. I'm really getting good at the starter. Well, it's so funny because I was so intimidated to have a sourdough starter and maintain it. I was like, oh, I felt like it was like a living being, and it kind of is. It's like a living bacteria, but I was so nervous I was going to kill my sourdough starter. Now I'm so in tune with my starter. I love him. Stan is his name, and Stan and I have a very strong relationship. So now I just have to get the baking part down to a science, like the bread and the buns and stuff. That's hard to do. It is. It's hard to do. The traditional like artisan loaf, it's good, but I can do much better. I've done a few loaves. I can do much better. I know I can. I just need to have the time to do it, you know? And right now I'm like thinking about my garden. I'm thinking about, you know, water and work and all the time. But you can always have those excuses. So you have to kind of make the time. If you're going to bake your own breads and goods, you have to make the time. So I'm just going to keep trying, you know? Yeah, I'm just going to keep trying. All right, stir it up real good and get it all the goodness down in there to be used as food. And then when it has doubled in size, I can mix my dough. And that takes about, for mine, because it's healthy and active starter, it takes about 4-ish hours. It's 9:30 in the morning right now, around 1:30, 2 o'clock, and that makes sense because I usually mix my dough after I'm done grooming for the day, but before I get my daughter off the bus from school. So, between about 1:30 and 2:30 is when I usually mix dough, and then that has 12 hours or more to proof. And I can put it in the fridge to stall the proofing if I run out of time in the night. Like, you don't want to overproof, so it's really hard to, get the right timing. But around 1:30, 2 o'clock, I should be able to make my dough. In the meantime, I can use my discard, clean out the skillet a little bit, just like wipe it down, and then get it warmed up, and then I can make some flatbreads on the skillet out in the shop. And those are fun. Those will be good. You can use them for like tacos or sandwiches or whatever. So I just want something today baked. I'm impatient. And with sourdough, you need patience. People that know me really well know that I'm actually not a very patient person. Like, when I make my mind up on something, it's like now, and it's hard, like, even when I'm like going to do something, like if I don't go do it, it drives me crazy if I get distracted in between. It's like, just get out of my way, I got things I gotta do, so I've been working on that. I'm a little better than I used to be. Everything I realize takes some time. All right, so Stan is fed, and I keep him right here. This is where Stan goes. So here's the kitchen. This is kind of my hangout area, but right here, so the furnace is right underneath in there. So right here, it's actually quite warm. The heat kind of rises up there, and it's quite, warm enough in here. So, oops. Make sure that that's level with the top. Okay. So when that gets to be like to there, you can almost see where I'm always rising, emptying, rising, emptying. And I was going to bake, last weekend, but we had our water issue. So I've been just feeding him all week instead of putting him in the fridge. So I need to use him or put him to sleep in the fridge if I'm not going to bake with him. That is where I was thinking of putting my seed tray. And we'll give it a go. I'm going to plant those today too. So while I'm in here, I got to get my seed box. Seed box. Let me see what's in here. Oh, these are all my seeds. And this is my sprout jar. I could do up some sprouts. I forgot I had that. Where is all my sprouts? Do I have any in here? I don't think I do have sprouts. I have to get some off the hook. So I've got lots of flowers. Hey, Mama Tink. Oh, look who's awake. Hey, babies. Hi, honey. Got marigolds, sunflowers, wildflowers, beets. I'm gonna need more of those. One pack is never enough. Like, I need a lot of beets. Beans, amazing. Carrots, good. Tomatoes, ooh, I need that out. Lettuce, I want that out. Cucumber can wait, and cosmos can wait. Okay, well, I'll have to do my inventory, but I am going to start doing a little bit of lettuce because we can eat that anytime, even when it's ready before season. Tink is getting right in there. These are not toys. Okay, these are not toys, Tink. She thinks it's catnip, I think. Okay, they're not yours. No, no, no. Tink. Tink. Okay, get out. Oh, Tink, you just made a mess of all my seeds. They're going in the box. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Those are mine. Maybe it smells like catnip. Or she's just missing summer. She's like, I want summertime. I want summertime. It's okay. It's okay. Coming over? Are you walking? Who's walking? Oh, hi. It's okay. It's okay. See how distracted I get with kittens? Okay, these go in the box. And in case you're wondering, these plants that I'm doing indoors right now are going to be going into pots, and then I can bring those inside and outside in early spring when there's the risk of frost. And then I will be planting another round of indoor seeds closer to planting time, you know, the proper time, so that they can go directly in the ground. So again, it's all in timing. It's all in the timing. All right, well, that's about it for now. We'll do my flatbreads soon, after coffee. After coffee time.
Follow me out, down to the bay. Forget all the worries when you're away.
I wonder how many of you feel like I do in this moment. Tired. I do love winter, and I love snow, and I love the challenges we have overcome out here on our land. And this is by no means a complaint, but I am ready. Ready for a good spring melt, ready to hang up the shovel. It feels like the snow has not stopped falling for us for 10 weeks. Aside from a few days here and there with the little glimpses of sunshine, we have been living in a snow globe. It's magical and beautiful, and we have managed very, very well this winter in our RV. I'm very thankful, but still ready to smell the wild roses. The light is at the end of the tunnel. I see it, and I'm counting down the days until I'm paddling in my kayak again. Until then, we plow through, and we do our chores, and we take comfort in the fact that winter does not last forever. And I embrace the last of my gorgeous wintry hikes and try to soak in the memory of this life in all seasons. We have to be grateful for winter, because without winter, spring wouldn't feel so good.
Wilderness, we've
This is what it looks like going out to the shop for supper. If I want to cook out there, I've got to take everything I need.